About the positive effects of meditation. Dr. Ramesh Manocha is here to tell us more. Good morning to you, Doc.
Hi.
Tell us about this new evidence to begin with.
Well, for many years, scientists and punters have been wondering whether or not there's something special about meditation and its effect on the brain. And a lot of research has been done which has been inconclusive in looking at how meditation affects the brain until recently, where some new evidence has emerged showing that certain meditation techniques, and a technique in particular called Sahaja Yoga, is generating a unique pattern of brain electrical activity.
Now, what you've done in your experiment here, and we've just got the shot on the screen there now, one of your subjects has been wired up.
Yes.
Talk us through that. What did you do and what did you find out?
Well, this is a young lady who's been meditating for many years, and we attached a highly sophisticated EEG, or brain electrical activity detector, to her scalp using that cap there. And then we asked her to meditate while we measured the changes that occurred in her brain activity during the meditative experience.
Were there changes?
Yes, there were. Quite remarkable. In the past, what we have found is that meditation is about the same in terms of generating changes in the brain as, say, relaxation or dozing off or listening to music. But this particular technique is producing not only very profound alpha states, but also a characteristic pattern of theta wave activity in the front and the top of the brain, which is not seen in other meditation techniques and is directly associated with enhanced concentration, reduced stress, and feeling good inside.
Now, can we bring that graphic, if we can, back up on the screen now, just to show, we had two shots there. One on the left, one on the right. Just to talk us through that.
Well, this
before and after, I presume.
Yeah.
Before and during.
It is what you would call a light meditation and then a deeper state of meditation. And what you see there is a focus of activity at the front of the head. The first diagram on the left, you see the little pointy thing at the top of the circle, that's a nose, the little things on the side of the ears. And you'll see a focus of orange activity at the front of the head and the frontal parts of the brain. And as the person goes into deeper states of meditation, that activity shifts to the top of the head. And that's not been seen in any other meditation technique except for once in some Zen meditators in the mountains of Japan. But it's never been reproduced by a technique that's commonly available in Western countries.
So overall, we've proved that something is happening inside the brain.
Yes.
Is it a positive effect?
It seems to be positive because other studies that we've done here at the Royal Hospital for Women and overseas have shown that this meditation technique is associated with improvements in blood pressure, improvements in general health, reductions in stress. It can be useful for asthma, ADD, things like that. So now we're seeing that there are actually changes in the brain that are associated with these benefits.
So meditation, I mean, it sounds so out there. It sounds like such a foreign, thing to get involved in. But it's not anymore, is it? And you're stressing the health benefits of it.
Yes, I mean, doctors are now recommending meditation very commonly. And a good quality meditation technique that focuses on the authentic state of meditation, which is a state called thoughtless awareness or mental silence, can be quite beneficial, and I think that's where this...
It's so difficult to achieve, though, isn't it? I mean, you have to be really dedicated to this craft to get to that state, that mental benefit state.
Well, this is the surprising thing, is that this technique called Sahaja Yoga is very easy for people to use, and we've taught it to grandmothers, we've taught it to children with ADD, we've taught it to people with cancer, well people, and they all seem to pick it up very quickly and get into that state, that characteristic state of mental silence.
All right. Oh, it's good to hear a non-drug, and non-herbal based remedy either, curing yourself almost.
That's right, using the internal healing powers that exist in all of us.
All right. Dr. Ramesh Manocha, good to see you again. Thanks for enlightening us on that one.
Okay. So from the video, you would have heard the information and also the results of the testing that he was doing on the brain activity. So let's see. There was few things that Dr. Ramesh Manocha was saying. Firstly is he was talking about the brain waves, the different types of brain waves. One was alpha and the other was theta. So let's see. So if you see this part here, the orange line is how the alpha waves look like. So the rise, it's like a wiggly line, right? So if you see the first one is beta waves. Beta waves is when we are doing our normal daily activities, working or just, doing some work and all that. That time our brain we have this beta waves, and each peak is actually a thought. When it rises, there's a thought rises, it goes to the peak, and then it falls, and then another thought rises, and then it falls. So if you see, the brain activity is really high, and the thoughts that we have are a lot. That's why we have this really, like, the lines, it just goes up and down, up and down. And alpha waves is you are in a much relaxed state compared to beta waves, much relaxed, calm, and light meditation. So you can achieve this alpha waves even with other activities like listening to music, and also maybe drawing, those kind of relaxation activities. You can achieve this alpha waves where you have thoughts, not as much as the beta, but not much less as well. You still have thoughts coming up here and there. So there's a rise and fall, and then after that, another thought rises and it falls. Then the next state is the theta waves. So this is where it is meditation and deep relaxation. This is where we achieve the theta waves, where you see it's nearly like a straight line at the beginning, and then you have one thought, and then it drops, and then another thought rises, but there's more gap between the thoughts. That means you are in a deeper state of meditation, and the number of thoughts are much less. So why only through Sahaja Yoga meditation we can achieve this theta waves brain activity is because Sahaja Yoga meditation emphasizes on thoughtless awareness, like I mentioned before, to be in the state of thoughtless awareness. That is why when Dr. Ramesh Manucha, when he tested the Sahaja Yoga practitioners, he realized that their brain actually produced the theta waves. All right, and also the awakening of the Kundalini will help you to achieve this mental state. You can ask me, hey, how we are very used to thinking. We are always thinking. That's what we are used to. And suddenly you're telling me not to think about anything. How is that possible? So when the Kundalini energy rises, it will go through each of your chakras, which I'll explain later. And this energy will actually help us to attain the state of thoughtless awareness. All right. So why is it important to achieve the theta waves, that kind of brain activity? Why can't I just be at beta? What's the difference? You can ask me that question. The thing is, when we are at beta waves, just imagine your brain is really working, a lot of thoughts. And like I said, your thoughts come either from the past or from the future. They either create some emotional imbalance within us or some worries. All right. So we eventually, having so much thought, get into some stress or some worry. Right? We start thinking about something, it either worries us or it stresses. Some things are nice, pleasant, we are happy. But sometimes I think most of us now, right, we kind of have quite negative thoughts as well. So this will actually create a lot of stress within us and emotional imbalance as well. So when your brain goes into theta waves, where you have much lesser thoughts, you can actually reduce the stress within us, right? And become a more balanced, emotionally more balanced people. So that is why it's important to achieve this state of thoughtless awareness. Okay. So moving on, some of you all would have seen this chart if you have followed all the sessions today, but let me also just give a brief explanation on the subtle system. This is called the subtle system. Why is it subtle? Because it cannot be seen with the naked eyes or under an X-ray, but it can be felt. All right. This energies within us, it can be felt. Once the Kundalini energy has been awakened, once we get our self-realization, we can feel each of these chakras in our body, in our hands. All right. So if you see, they're all numbered here. So there are 7 chakras, and their names are here. So the first chakra is Muladhara, second Swadhisthana, Nabi, Void is not a chakra. So fourth is Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya, and Sahasrara. So we have 7 chakras. And each of these chakra, they do two things. One is they govern the organs around them. They govern in the sense they take care of the organs around them. So, for instance, the Swadhisthana, let's say the second chakra, it takes care of the liver, uterus, pancreas, and it also takes care of the sense of sight, right? So this is, so when this chakra is not all right, when it's not functioning at its optimal state, that's when we get certain problems with these organs, right? So for instance, the heart chakra, the Anahat chakra here, this takes care of the heart, lungs, our blood pressure, and also the sense of touch. So when this chakra is not functioning well, we have our problems. We get problems from these organs, like a failure or something like that, right? Besides governing the organs around them, these chakras also have certain qualities to them. For instance, like say Muladhara, the quality is wisdom and innocence. So when this chakra is awakened and is supplied with energy, we become a more wise and innocent person. And the second chakra is creativity and attention. So we become more creative and we're able to focus, pay attention on something well. So for instance, like I said, I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation since very young. So while I was doing my schooling and all, I was practicing meditation. So it was much easier for me to sit down and to pay attention in class or to sit down and pay attention while I'm studying. I could hold my attention much longer compared to my peers. Because meditation helped me, or this chakra, when I meditate, it improves and it helps me to hold my attention better. Okay? And the third chakra is more of contentment, peace, and prosperity. And then we go to the fourth chakra is compassion, courage, and I also add on confidence. Like when we improve this chakra, the heart chakra, we become a more courageous person, a more confident person. We are able to face any situations more confidently. Like all of us are doing our programs today. We all could come up and talk to so many of you because our heart chakra has been strengthened. We have supplied, the energy has been supplied, and the meditation has helped us to become a more courageous person. And we also become a more compassionate person. Like the world now, we see there's so much things going on, racism and so many things going on in the world now. I think compassion is the most important thing that we should have towards each other. So many of us, I think we are lacking at this chakra. So that's why we are not able to feel the love and compassion for a fellow being. We don't have to know them, but we can still have the compassion and love for them. So improving this chakra will, if many of us can improve this chakra, the world will become a better place. All right. The fifth chakra is diplomacy and collectivity. Diplomacy, we are able to communicate in a more diplomatic manner and not very blunt. And sometimes when we are too straightforward or blunt, we can hurt people's feelings, right? So we are diplomatic means we deliver the message, but in a much nicer way. So we become more a diplomatic person and also a more collective person. That means we are more united, right? We give importance to stay united and not be more selfish or self-centered. And the sixth chakra, Agya, is forgiveness, the ability to forgive. Sometimes we hold too much grudge. We can't forgive someone, but whatever it is, if we forgive and we move on, we are able to our life basically becomes better when we can forgive. If we hold on to a grudge, we start to think about it, the negative energy, it just keeps on being in us, and eventually it just ruins us. So forgiveness is very important, and if we improve the sixth chakra, the Agya chakra, we become a more forgiving person. And last, the Sahasrara is an integration. It integrates all these qualities at the seventh chakra. So when the Kundalini rises, it will supply energy to all these chakras and integrate at the Sahasrara. So Kundalini, as you can see, it's mentioned here, the triangular shaped energy. It's a motherly energy which is positioned at our sacrum bone, and it is in everyone. There is no only in this particular group it is available. These people won't have it. Nothing like that. Everyone has the Kundalini energy, and it's dormant. We have to awaken it so that it passes through all the 7 chakras and supplies the energy to all these chakras. For instance, I have all the electrical appliances in my house. I have everything. But if there's no electricity, what's the point of having all these electrical appliances? I can't use any of it, right? The same way, if I do not awaken the Kundalini energy, that is the electrical energy, the electricity itself, it will not supply energy to the other chakras, and whatever qualities that I was mentioning will not be awakened, and also the chakras will not be able to govern the organs around it. So that is why awakening the Kundalini energy is very, very important. And we are going to do that in our next, in a few more slides. We will go through how to get our self-realization. So if you see here, this is like an animation that a video where to demonstrate to you a human body and how the subtle system is placed in the human body. You can see there is all the 7 chakras, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Nabhi, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya, Sahasrara. All the 7 chakras are there, and also the Kundalini energy is there, right? And this will rise. When the Kundalini energy is awakened, it rises and it passes through and it awakens all the 7 chakras within us, as you can see, right? As it awakens, like I said, all the positive qualities get awakened, and also this energy heals us. And besides the 7 chakras, we also have the 3 3 channels, right? 3 channels, or we can say nadis. In Sanskrit, they call it nadis, right? We have the left, the right, and the center. The left represents the past, the right represents the future, and the center channel represents the present. So like I said just now, it is important to maintain our attention on the center channel, which is the present, so that you can achieve the state of thoughtless awareness. Okay? So next, what we're going to do is a very important thing, and it's, I would definitely say this would be a lifetime experience for you, the awakening of the Kundalini energy or the self-realization process. So we are actually going to go through this process today so that we can awaken the energy within us and we can get all the positive benefits that I was talking about just now. Okay. Self-realization process is a 9-step process. Okay. So we will be doing the steps. It's very simple. We're not going to do anything very difficult. It's going to be very simple. We're just going to sit down wherever we are. You can sit on the chair, you can sit on the ground, make yourself comfortable. And what we're going to do is, first, we're going to use our right hand. All right. Please use your right hand to do all the actions. And the left hand will be palm open like this on your lap. Okay. So first, what we're going to do is, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to place on our left heart, on our heart. All the actions we're going to do with the right hand, and all is on the left side of our body. All right. So right hand on our heart. I will say an affirmation. You can say it in your heart later. I'm just going to the positions so that you get it right. Okay. That's the first picture. The second picture is, you put your hand on the upper abdomen or the rib cage, the last bone of your rib cage. Okay, you place your hand there. Apply little pressure. Do not have to apply a lot of pressure, or until it's like painful or anything. Just light pressure. Okay. the third step is to move your hand to the lower abdomen, as you see in the third picture. You might not be able to see my video completely, but as you see in the third picture, you put your hand in the lower abdomen. When I say lower abdomen, is where the part of your body where the leg and the body joins. So you place your hand there, apply little pressure. Right? The fourth step, we move up again to our upper abdomen. Fifth step, again to the heart. Sixth step, we're going to place our hand on the neck. Not just neck, the part where the neck and the shoulder joins. All right, on the left side. And we will just turn our head a little to the right. This way. Okay. And then the seventh step, your hand on your forehead, and you bend down your head a little. This way, like I'm doing, just bend down a little, apply a little pressure on the sides, right? And the eighth step is your hand at the back of your head, here. Place your hand there and you tilt up your head a bit. That's the eighth step. And the ninth step, the final step, open up your palm, stretch your fingers. You're going to take your palm and you're going to place it on top of your head, right on top. And we are going to rotate the scalp, the skin, 7 times clockwise. That means we go front, right, back, left. Front, right, back, and left. So that is clockwise. Very slowly, 7 times we will do that. So as we do each of this step, I will say an affirmation. You can please say it in your heart. Why do we say this affirmation is, when we say this affirmation, we are asking the mother energy or the Kundalini energy to rise within us. All right. So do not doubt yourself. Take this as an experiment that you're trying on yourself. It is just you doing this experiment with yourself and your inner energy. Right? No external forces are acting upon you. It's just you and your inner energy. So believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, and without any doubts and with confidence, let's go through this 9-step self-realization process. All right. So firstly, place both your hands on your lap. Okay. Before that, if you're wearing glasses, please take it off so that you do not feel any pressure on your head, right? So you can just take it off. If you're sitting on the chair, please place both your feet on the ground, flat. Okay. So place both your hands, palm open on your lap. Just close your eyes. Slowly close your eyes. Take in deep breath. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Just relax yourself. Now, take your right hand, put it on your heart, on the left side. Right hand on your heart. And here, please ask this question. Mother, am I the pure spirit? You ask this 3 times. Mother, am I the pure spirit? Mother, am I the pure spirit? Now, please move your hand to the upper abdomen, to the part where you can feel the last bone of your rib cage. Just apply little pressure. And here you're going to ask, Mother, am I my own master? I'm going to ask this 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Mother, am I my own master? Now move your hand to the lower abdomen, the third step. Here, we're going to say, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. You say this 6 times. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Now, let's move our hand back to the upper abdomen. Here, we're going to say, Mother, I am my own master. We asked the question just now. Now we are answering it, and we answer it with confidence. We say this 10 times. Mother, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own master. Now we move our hand back to our heart. As we do this, let's just close our eyes. Here we say, Mother, I am the pure spirit. We say this with confidence as well. Mother, I am the pure spirit. We say this 12 times. Mother, I am the pure spirit. Now we move our hand to the part where the neck and the shoulder joins. Place our right hand there, and we turn our head to the right. Here we say, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Say it from your heart and mean as you say it. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Say this 16 times. Now, let's move our hand to the forehead. Place our hand on the forehead and bend our head a little down. Here, we're going to ask for forgiveness. Or here, we're going to forgive. Mother, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. We can say this as many times as we want, but we have to say it from heart and we have to mean what we are saying. We have to forgive everyone in general. Do not specifically think of someone and forgive them, but forgive everybody in general and forgive ourselves. Mother, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. Now, let's move our hand to the back of our head. We tilt our head upwards. Here, we're going to ask for forgiveness. So here we say, Mother, please forgive me if I've done any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly. Mother, please forgive me if I've done any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly. You can say this as many times as you want, but let's sincerely ask for forgiveness for all our mistakes. Mother, please forgive me if I've done any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly. Now, let's move our hand to the top of our head. Let's stretch our hand, put our palm on top of our head. Let's tilt down our head a little. We're going to rotate the scalp 7 times clockwise, and each time we are going to say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. 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 Let's place both our hands back on the lap. Now let's slowly open our eyes. Okay, now let's try this experiment. Just take your right hand, put it on top of your head. Don't touch, just above, not too high. Okay, just try to feel if you can feel any cold or warm air from your head, from the top of your head. Just try to feel. Just move around a little, up and down. Okay. Now change. Use your left hand. Do the same thing. Move around and see if you could feel anything. Okay. Now both your hands, just put it up a little and try to feel which hand is a little heavier. Just weigh your hands and see which hand is a little heavier. Okay. So whatever you're feeling now, or the cold, warm, or which hand is heavier, you can just put it in the chat, and later during the Q&A, we can go through and answer as to explain to you what it actually means, right? So before we go to the Q&A, let's do a short meditation. Very simple. We're going to place both our hands on our lap, palms open this way, like just now. We're going to close our eyes, and we are going to be in the state of thoughtless awareness, without any thoughts, right? if you have thoughts coming in, you will just say in your heart, I forgive this thought. Do not fight the thought, but just forgive it. All right? So let's just try. Just place both your hands on your lap, palms open, eyes closed. Take in deep breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you have any thoughts, just say, I forgive this thought. Try to keep your attention on top of your head. Any thoughts, just say, I forgive this thought. And slowly open our eyes. So with the self-realization process that we did just now, the 9 steps, our Kundalini would have been awakened. And this is a one-time process. You do not have to repeat it all the time, just one time. And after that, now you can just continue to do your meditation every day, morning and evening. It's as simple as that. Just have to sit down, close your eyes, and remain in thoughtless awareness. If you have any thoughts, just say, I forgive this thought. Initially, it will be a bit difficult. You'll have lots of thoughts coming in. But as you meditate and as you say this affirmation of, I forgive this thought, you will realize eventually your mind will just calm down and the thoughts will just fade away. All right? So maybe, do you want to take questions first or? Okay. So let me just give, like, this is our advertisement time. So we have the Detox for Healthy Lifestyle session, which is tomorrow from 6 to 7, this timing. And it is like an advanced class. That means if you have done this session, you can definitely, not just this session, any of the sessions in the morning that you have attended, you can go to the next level of learning meditation to detox yourself. Like I said, our chakras could have some negativities or some cleansing needed. So this session, they will teach you how to detox your body and to have a better meditative experience, right? So tomorrow, 6 to 7, that's the detox session. Please join it. It'll be very useful, right? And if you want to learn more, because Sahaja Yoga meditation, we are not able to experience in just experience or explain in just 1 hour session. It needs follow-up classes and so on. So if you're interested, please do call us or WhatsApp us in these numbers that we have given you here. And please take a screenshot of this slide so that any time you can connect to us through Facebook, through Insta, we will post videos in YouTube. You can always come and see us there. All right. So I'll just give maybe 10 seconds for you to get a snapshot of this. Okay. And these are all the programs that we have lined up. Today, we are almost ending the day. We have one more program tonight at 8 p.m. It's Music as Medication. If you have attended the morning one, you can still attend this one because it's going to be completely different. And we're going to have musicians from Australia joining us to explain more on Western music, how we can help us to meditate and as medication, right? So tomorrow we have different programs where you can join as well. Okay, and any questions? So if you have shared anything, you can just can throw the questions to me now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little soft.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, better.
Okay, how is it easy to raise the Kundalini, and how will I know if I am in meditation?
Okay, how is it easy to raise the Kundalini, and how would I know that I am in meditation?
Yeah.
Why is it easy? Okay, thank you. So why is it easy is because this is a motherly energy which is within us, and it is given to us so that we can benefit from it, right? Why would the creator give us this if he doesn't, if it's so difficult and it can't be awakened and we can't benefit from it? Why would someone give us then, right? So it is given to us so that we can awaken it. So in a sense, like, okay, now I have a switch to on the light, right? I'm supposed to, I have to pull it down so that it switches on. But if I'm doing it differently, I'm trying to hit it and doing other things to it, definitely the switch will not be, I cannot switch on, the light will not be on. So this method is the right method to awaken the Kundalini. People have been experimenting, a lot of people have been experimenting on this, but in Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji has found a way to awaken it. And this is the way. And it's actually simple, right? So you don't have to do a lot of things to awaken it. So to put it simple, awakening of Kundalini is meant to happen in all human beings, and it's a simple way, and this is the right way to do it, and it's a simple way, right? And what was the other question? Sorry, why? How do I know you are in meditation? When you are in thoughtless awareness, that means you are in meditation. That means your brain, there's no thoughts coming in. You're not thinking about anything. You are just very silent within. That means you're in meditation.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, there's one more question from Mr. Babuni Ade Kalam. He said that I felt warm after rotating the heat top 14 times.
Okay.
Why?
You felt warm. Okay. 7 times, 14 times, you're just starting. So don't, it's just because you did it more, it's warm. It's not like that. It's okay. If you did it 14 times, it's okay without knowing it. But why do you feel warm? Okay. When the Kundalini rises, it actually goes through all these chakras that we have. So, and all these chakras have not been, they all rotate in a certain frequency. They all have their frequency. So like radio, right? When we listen to radio, we have to put it in the right frequency so that we can hear it clearly. If you just put it like 0.1 or 0.2 down or up, we will not be able to hear it. The same way, these chakras have to be in their frequency. And sometimes they are not. They are imbalanced. They are either more or less. So when the Kundalini rises, it creates a friction with the chakras which are not in their frequency. And when it creates friction, what does happen when there's friction? When there's friction, there's heat created from it. So that is why we feel the heat energy or the heat air from the warm air from our head. But when the chakras are corrected, they all are functioning correctly in their correct frequency, then this friction will not happen, and you will feel the cold energy, cold air from your head. So that is the difference. All right. I hope I've answered you. And is there anyone wants to share their experience, feeling cold, warm, anything?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. That was very clear and good explanation. Thank you very much. I just want to share something with you. Actually, I think I attended the Sahaja Yoga when the Mataji came, or one of them many years ago, and I felt the cool breeze. But when I did it today, it's actually a warm breeze. I just want to make, I just want to clarify something. When you put your hands on the top of the top chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, Do you
Mhm.
rotate in the sense that you press and move forward, or you actually move the scalp of your skin?
Right. So, okay. It's great to know that you attended when Mataji herself was giving the program. It's really nice to know that. And okay, when you say, okay, when we go to the last chakra, the Sahasrara chakra here, when we rotate, we're actually rotating the scalp. That means the skin. When you put a pressure, when you go around, you can actually feel your scalp moving. It's not your head or the hair. It's actually the scalp. So we have to move the scalp actually.
Okay. Okay.
But
Thank you.
not, yeah, thank you. But not to worry about the warm air that you're feeling or anything. It is not something serious or it cannot be corrected. As you meditate, every day you meditate, this warm air will eventually be cold air. All right?
I see. So if I'm
Yeah.
continuing now with this meditation, I don't have to start doing all these steps again. I don't have to do
No,
it again.
no.
Okay.
It's a one-time thing that you do. You have already done it. So you can just continue to meditate.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to ask you. Last time I used to do the meditation, but then the problem is with me is that I'm very forgetful, and also the consciousness is with me is not there. Okay, so do you think the Kundalini meditation will help to make me have this memory power and also the improve my consciousness?
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. It will definitely improve your memory power because, like I said, each chakra has its own where it governs the organs and also some abilities, right? So memory is also part of it. When you meditate and you continue to meditate, you will eventually see a lot of changes within yourself. It'll be very subtle, the changes that is happening, but at one point you will have this sudden realization, oh wow, my memory is better than how it was before. So I can definitely vouch that if you do meditation every day, 2 times, and it's not very long hours, just maybe 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes in the evening, you can definitely improve that.
I see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we have a question here. We can only practice the thoughtless meditation at home. How about the hand touch body one? So I don't really understand the question. Okay. Okay. So I think the question was, do I need to do the self-realization process at home, or can I just do the meditation? You don't have to do the the hand touch. You don't have to do that again. You just have to continue to do the meditation like the last one that we did. You just have to sit down, close your eyes, put your attention on top of your head, take a few deep breaths. All right. And then if you have any thoughts, just say, I forgive this thought. And if you think music is also a very helpful tool. So you can play some nice music on your phone or something and just meditate. It will help you to concentrate better. Okay. Is there any other questions?
Yeah, one last question.
Yeah.
Do I need to meditate for the rest of my life?
Yes. Okay. The question is, do I need to have to meditate for the rest of my life? So meditation is something, it's a lifestyle. We won't be asking a question like, do I need to bathe every day for the rest of my life? Or do I need to eat for the rest of my life? So meditation is something like this. It's a lifestyle. Like you exercise, you want to exercise. Like sometimes by exercise also we have trouble. Sometimes we don't want to exercise. But meditation is a lifestyle that you build. So it's a very simple method that we can just use every day. If you want to get the benefits of this meditation, it has to be a lifetime thing. If you stop meditating, your Kundalini energy will eventually go back and be dormant again. So you'll have to raise it again. So as you meditate, that's where you keep your Kundalini energy awakened all the time. And that's when it will supply the energy that is required by our inner being. So any other questions?
No more questions. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for taking time to attend this session today. We really appreciate your time and your effort for making yourself available for these sessions and staying throughout and listening to our sessions. We really hope that all our sessions are beneficial to you and will help you in some way or other. Right? Thank you. Thank you so much.